There we go. Hi guys, how's everybody doing this morning? Welcome, welcome. I don't want that to happen there. Let me do, wow, that's weird looking. Okay, I need to be able to see my screen. There we go. So how's everybody doing this morning? Welcome in. Hopefully the things are working today. We shall see. It is another day on WJ's Crafting Corner, which means there's usually something that goes wrong. Mostly because I don't have all the things fixed and I don't have time to fix it all. So how is everybody doing? Looking in the chat, first off, at 11:14, Terry Cooper asked where I was hiding. Honey, it was 11, not 12. Did I post that I was going live at 11 instead of 12? If I did, I'm sorry. Maureen says not going to stay for the whole stream. I have a sick cat. What? Okay, so Jen says I said at noon. Okay, well, that's why I was wondering. It's like, I'm looking back at the thing. It's like, okay, well, yeah, Maureen was in at 11 o'clock also in on the YouTube. So did I set up the YouTube wrong? Because it's possible. There's always a possibility I did that. So Maureen and Terry Cooper were in there, and Jen said hello at 11:17. Am I looking at the clock wrong? Is it actually 1 o'clock and not noon? I don't know. I do think that it's a little bit dark on my face. I'm going to adjust.
To bring you this important message.
So even when I mess up, you love me anyway. Thank you. Okay, well, we are going to get started here in just a sec. As soon as I get my buttons where I need my buttons and the things. Okay, that's good. I'm sorry, guys. Until about 2 minutes, until about 2 minutes before time to stream, I was actually working on editing a video. There have been some changes in Canva, which I use Canva for a lot of my images. And they've made some changes that I'm like, why can't I do the thing I could do before? So I haven't figured out some of the stuff because I haven't really played in it enough recently. So yeah, it's taken me a little bit longer than I was expecting because just getting the intro part done. It's used to, I could, anyway. Ruth says, did you see all the clips I made? No, honey, I have not because like I was busy yesterday. Sometimes I don't have the time to get all the things done that I want to get done. As it was last night when I left the room, I was stressing out because I had such a mess everywhere because I left it last night. So when I came in here, it's like, oh my God, I got to clean up this mess. So that was first thing. I had to clean up and rearrange some things just so that I would not completely stress out because of the clutter. And then I've been working on that video while I had Scrapbook.com in the background. So if you didn't know, Lisa says it's 10 o'clock where she is. So I'm early. Thank you. So anyway, it's supposed to be noon Eastern time. So that is 7 minutes ago, according to the clock on my computer. And Scrapbook.com has some Spectrum Noir watercolor pencil sets, 24 watercolor pencils for $10. Yeah, I may have to get me another one. Because the one that I use the most when I do watercoloring to add it to my cards is my Tim Holtz, which is great. But I haven't tried the other ones. So. What? Christine says that it will be, you have astigmatism, and so correcting that would be wonderful. I don't know what we're talking about. Unless you're talking about having eye issues. I have astigmatism in both of my eyes. I haven't had my eyes checked since 91, and I plan on going to get them checked and everything sometime in the next month. I just haven't made the time to do it because it's a thing. Terry Cooper 20 stream streak. Oh my goodness. That is fabulous. Tamara says, I bought them yesterday. I got the essential set, but I want them all. Well, remember to use my affiliate links. There is a link. There is a There is a Link Deli link down below that goes to pretty much all of the shops that I had got affiliate links for. So, yeah. And then Lisa wants to know, do you have your own YouTube channel, Tamara? That would be good to know. I want music because I have to have music. So we're going to try to have a little bit of music, if the button will work. Okay, it says it's working. I just had it turned down real low. Okay, anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to open up number 11. Tamara says, no, Lisa, I am so baby-like with crafting. Maybe next year. And Mouse has had a 3-watch streak. Fabulous. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us every day. You guys rock. I mean it. I mean it. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much. Kelly wants the snow. So look at okay, when you do the snow, it pulls up one of the random ones. Do you want me to just add snow? 10, not 11. What? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Ooh, Maureen has been a Crafty Friends YouTube member for 23 months. Almost 2 years. Thank you so much, Miss Maureen. Thank you, thank you. And she says, Crafty Friends. Yes, thank you so much. Today is day 10. Did I say 11? I thought I said day 10. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're going to be opening up day 10. I'm not going to open up tomorrow's thing yet. We will open up tomorrow's tomorrow. Alrighty, let's go ahead and switch camera around. So I have and I have to adjust this a little bit because, yeah, I kind of bumped it right before getting started, and looks like I need to adjust the lighting on this one too because it is a bit bright. I never know for sure if I need to make it brighter or darker. I like it bright, but then when it's bright you can't see the colors, so I have to do something to adjust that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up day 10. Day 10 is right up here with the stripes. So let's pop that open. And then on the inside of the door, it shows toast. Or it shows bread. It's like peanut butter and jelly. I think it's a die set. Yes. Yeah, it is a die set. So we have got, if I can get it out. That's one reason I always have my tweezers handy. Okay, we have got a little bitty die set that's going to be... It's going to be those guys. It's going to be our peanut butter and jelly. That's so cool.
Delicious, Auntie Cootie.
It's delicious, Auntie Cootie. Jen is feeding Rascal again. Okay, I got to adjust this. And it's where I hit the camera. I want it to be to here. There we go. And then I can get it right. And it is a bit bright. My skin, yeah, I know my skin is bright white, but it isn't actually this bright. Maybe I should adjust the temperature a little bit. The temperature, that's the thing. It doesn't have saturation. It doesn't have all those things that I want. It's just got ISO and shutter speed. Oh, and I'm actually adjusting the other one. So I was accidentally adjusting the one on my face. So let me adjust the other camera. Okay. So ISO this way makes it way too bright. That way makes it a little bit dark. Hello, Miss Teresa. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I think my shutter speed has probably been wrong, so I am adjusting that one. So hopefully this is going to be good. Jen, so he waddles not what? Okay, I am just not reading things enough. This day will go with the small die of the month from last month with eggs, waffle, and bacon. Yes, it would. Except the eggs and everything are so much bigger than this little toast. So we have our outer crust. We have the white part of it. We have our peanut butter jelly, whatever you want to put on. It could be, this could be avocado toast if you want. We've got little arms. We've got little legs. We have got a piece to go behind the eyes and mouth so you can make it darker there. We have little pieces to cut out the little circle cheeks if you want. And then they made a little heart. It's a broken heart though. I think it's just supposed to be like either peanut butter or jelly on one of the sides. But still, it's like broken. Anyway, we're going to cut all these things out and we're going to see what we can make out of it. I think this is one of the ones that when I saw it on there, I thought, oh my God, that's so cute. Now we just need a toaster. I do not have a toaster. Okay, you were saying you're trying to make Rascal fat. Well, it doesn't actually work. I don't know why, but it doesn't. Yeah. Haven't figured that part out yet. It doesn't work. He doesn't actually get bigger. You remember our ghostie. Our ghost didn't get fat. We wanted him to. Okay, I thought I had that panel up. I guess I don't. Okay, there are things that you can do inside. If you're on Twitch and you scroll down underneath the video, which kind of sucks because you can't see the video anymore, there are new stream stickers, it looks like, because there is a friggin' lump of coal. So I am going to smack a lump of coal on, because I just now looked at it. So there are new stream stickers. I think that is fun. There is a kitty. Anyway, there's some different things on there, but there's also things in the Pando area that have got like the wreath. I don't know how it works. It says disabled. I don't know if it works or not. Y'all will have to test it and see if it works because it just says disabled for me. Why was it not let me do it? Maybe it's because I can't use bits on my own channel. That could be it. But there is a thing in there and you'll have to let me know if it works. Anywho, let's take out our little Platinum Scout. And I'm going to bring up some of my scraps because my scrap bin is starting to get fuller again. But I think before we do that, you bought the coal yesterday and nothing happened. I don't see coal on the thing. There's a drink in a martini glass. It looks like milk and cocoa and it's like 3 things that I see on there. Then there's the wreath and I don't see anything on there. So under presents, did it take any of your bits? Because the only other thing that you could do would be, it would use bits, which means it would be where you would be giving me bits to do the thing. Cannot press the button every time I watch. Oh, you can't not. Thank you, Therese. She says you can't not hit the button. I don't know, Jen. And it did take your bits. Well, I thank you for the bits. I don't, do I need to turn that back off again? Because I did have it turned off for a while when we were trying to play with Ghosty. But then you guys were saying, well, I want to do the things. And it's like, well, I don't know how to make them happen. I'm new to it. Oh, of course, whenever I apologize for something, what does Jen say? And then she says, no, don't turn it off. Okay. Anywho, we also need to pull out another card from our DIY color deck and see what we get this time. I mean, there are a lot of colors of jelly, so we could make our little guy have different color of jelly. Pretty much any color in the rainbow, I think. So the colors are good. Or we could just do something with the background. The background would be kind of cool. Okay, I have my eyes closed. You can see that my eyes is closed. I'm just pulling a random card. This one has horizontal. I actually pulled up 2. So I'm going to we're going to look at 2 of them. I'm going to decide what we're going to do. First, we've got lighting, which you know, I struggle with the lighting. White light is combination of all colors in the color spectrum. On one end of the spectrum is red light, the longest wavelength. The other end, blue and violet light, contains the shortest wavelength. Natural sunlight will always provide the truest reflection of color. Problem is, in order for it not to be shining in my eyes, we have trees and things blocking on this side, which is finally, looks like it's finally almost full enough to block it at that one time of day when it comes straight into my eyes. And if it's dark here, I'm kind of stuck. But what's lucky is I do have some other settings for my Elgato lights. So I may experiment with those at some time. But that is actually kind of fun. One thing I learned when I was messing around with the Chibitronics lights is they have got a lot of different little LED light stickers, okay? And just like this was saying that the red spectrum is the longest wavelength and the other end was the blue and violet, it also affects how much current it takes to light the little bulbs. So some of the bulbs would go out faster than the others when everything is connected to the same battery. So that I thought was kind of interesting. It's been 2 years since I learned that, so I really don't remember a whole lot of it. The other fun fact has to do with horizontal line. Placing a horizontal line along Grandma's Fairy Cottage. What? Hello, welcome. This is a name I have not seen in here before. How many hearts can we get up on the chat for our new visitor here so that they will come back and hang out with us and play? I'm waiting. I know there's a delay. You guys put a bunch of hearts in the chat. So horizontal line, placing the horizontal line along the 1/3 or 2/3 part of an image adds depth and interest to the design. This eye-level line draws the viewer into your project in a natural way. Now you know why we like to basically block things into thirds. There's the hearts. Yay! Thank you. So I just want to let you know, Grandma, you are so welcome here. Thank you so much for popping in, and thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Christine is putting more hearts up there. Jen's putting more hearts. Miss Maureen, yes. She says, I knew I will be back. You all are so fun. Thank you. So if you're new, you don't know how crazy it gets. It does get crazy, but you know what? That's okay. All right, so we're going to look at the other side to see what kind of colors we're going to go with. So this is a real pretty one. I saw this one the first time when I first saw the color deck at Creativation, and the card that was made using those colors was really, really pretty. So we've got a couple of different options here. And remember, we're going to be playing with bread. Bread doesn't sound all that interesting, but it's going to be cute because it's got a face and it's got arms and legs. All right, so the browns in this make me think of the bread. The blue could be like blueberry jam. But we also have pinks, we have marmalade, we have all the different colors over here in more of a pastel-y. This one's got kind of a richer tone. This one's got a little bit less. Please read the caution tape. Oh, Dodge says that they found out last night. Yes, we had the Ronin in here yesterday. I will go ahead and play the warning. Although, to be honest, the warning kind of could go up for any time. It doesn't really have to be just for when Ronin is here, but
beware. If you proceed from this point in the Craftosphere, you will have entered the Chaos Zone.
I just love that. I love it, love it, love it. Calling us No, honey. No, it's a word I'm saying with love. Maureen is saying calling us crazy is just rude. But rude. It's not rude. It is said with love. I love you guys. You know that. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking. You guys, I think it both would look really cool. You know, I'm gonna start with this one, but I'm putting this one to the side in case I decide I want a little bit more inspiration, okay? And how are you guys liking me reading those fun facts and things that are on the back of these? Is it annoying, or is it entertaining, or you guys need to let me know what you think? So we are going to be cutting out our little guy here. Ruth says, Maureen, it's fact. It's not rude. It's fact. Hello, Miss Danielle. Hello again, Dodge Elf. Welcome in. And it's really neat. Something's really neat. I don't know what's really neat, but you know what? We're going to go with it. We have some blue. We have, is this on the brown or is that the back? This one is some brown. So is that, this I think will do good for the crust. And I think I'm going to cut out of white for the bread and then do, let's use that piece since it's cut up a bunch. We'll use white for the white bread, white for the jam or peanut butter so that we can pick what colors out of our ink pads. Because if you don't have the right color of ink, you can always, that it's neat. Okay. I'm sorry. Jen says it's really neat talking about what's on the back of the cards. Great. Ruth Nega says, I love learning. Christine, it's great. Grandma says, thank you everyone for being so nice. I'm popping that one up on the screen. Kelly says, I like it. Carol says, entertaining. And Danielle says, swing. Okay, so I'm putting that off to the side too so I can just see it over there. We're going to start off, I think, I'm going to start off with the crust. Assuming, do I not have a big enough piece on this one? This is from when we did the guitar a while back. I don't have a big enough piece of that left. Do I have more in this box? Another thing on my to-do is to reorganize all of my scraps. This is the scrap bin that I've been using to just catch things because, I've been kind of, is that one big enough? Yeah, I've got my bin underneath my desk with all the bags of different colors. I still have some, scraps over in my 10 drawer and I need to consolidate again because I am so bad. I like this color. Do I have more brown? Because that's enough for one of them. It's not enough for both. I'm going to have to pull out the other. Oh, this one fits. Okay. So I want to use my scraps. Okay. Christine, Santa says you've been naughty again, honey. Okay, so we've got that one. We're going to do, I think I am going to do the jelly in this dark blue. We're going to see how we like that one. And this I think is going to match pretty well with our image over there. So if you haven't used a color cube or the color deck, they're basically made to help give you inspiration to basically give you a starting point for your cards. You can follow along with them as much as you want to or as little as you want to. And it should help you to come up with more color combinations. And I tend to go to the same colors all the time. So I'm trying to use my color deck that I've had for probably a year. Yeah. If I remember right, it's been over a year. And last year around Christmas was when I got the Christmas add-on that goes in there. And I still had not gotten around to really using it as it needs to be used. So I'm trying to use it more. And then before long, we will be pulling out one of the color cubes that Ms. Ruth gave me for my birthday. Thank you so much, honey. We're going to be pulling that one out and doing the same thing with those because the color cubes are they have even more. The color deck comes with 52 cards and is designed for you to be able to go through your card stock and swatch out the colors from the image that call to you so you know exactly what colors of cardstock you can die cut with. Fabulous, right? The color cube is used a little bit differently. And I haven't been using it for that because I figure once I put the things down on here, they're there forever, and I don't want to do that. And if I tried putting additional pieces, I've thought about doing a swatch of cardstock, a swatch of watercolor, a swatch of inks, all the different things for one specific card, and that's going to be lots of layers. Which means my box would have to be bigger. I'll have to find another storage solution for it. So I have not done that yet, but it is another way to do it. With the color cube, it's basically designed, from what I understand, from what I've seen online, just like you guys, because I haven't played with it yet, it is also supposed to help you to have ideas. So it's got some actual hex codes with the actual colors So it's easier to find them if you're looking for it in that fashion. But it also has, I believe it also has photo inspiration as well. So you can use the photos for different things. Okay, so we have our crust. We have our bread. The inside of the bread. And then we have our jelly. And I kind of want to leave it with it white, but I may put I don't know. If I put black behind the eyes because of this being so dark, you're not going to see the eyes anymore. And if I put red behind the mouth, you may not see it anymore. So I think I might actually leave it like refreshing. That.
Thanks, Auntie Cootie.
And what do I say is life, guys? Because that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to put some foam on here and pop the pieces up. Yeah, a light purple would be really pretty too. So you can make okay, how fast was that? I picked colors, I lined them up on my magic mat and cut them, and we basically have got one completely done. So we're going to go ahead and pop these up. This is some thin foam. Foam, foam, foam is life. Thank you, guys.
SSD. Rascal has a dream. Can the chat describe it?
Rascal has a dream. And I want it to be a little bit further down. Yeah, this is why you put it on the part you're putting on top, not on the part that's on the bottom, because this helps you line it up better. There we go. And then I'll put a little bit on here. So this one is like blueberry. You could do like a rainbow of different guys, you know? I know, right, Terry? Terry just realized, oh my goodness, Dodge came back. Dodge Elf came back. We didn't scare them away. Score! Yes, I agree.
Wow, what a weird dream.
Wow, what a weird dream. So I need a little tiny piece down underneath the face so that it's level and we can still see the face. So that's why I'm putting those little pieces down there and having to cut them so tiny. So we have our first little piece of toast. How cute is that? How cute. Okay, so I can do some more. This piece of cardstock is just big enough for me to, I think. Is it big enough? If I put it right here, it's big enough for me to do one more piece of bread. So there's that one. I need another piece of white. Making sure I'm doing the right ones. And the music, did it go away again? What's going on? I don't know how or why the music went away. I want some music in the background. When I stop talking, I don't want it to sound like dead air. I hate dead air. Okay, so we've got the dark blue. This one actually, let's see. We could do peanut butter, so we could do another color of brown if we wanted to. We could do some light blue, or we can start pulling some other colors. Like I said, this is just a starting point. She does have peachy lips, so we could do a lighter color too. Let's see, what colors do I have in my bin? I have more blue. I keep seeing the pink because that's the other card. But I'm going to try to stick to just this one. And this is actually too pink. This one is Stupid Cupid and is a bit too too pink. Let me get the foil things out. Put it up there with those other foils we were just playing with yesterday. Yeah, I started throwing everything in this bin. I think what I may wind up having to do is color cardstock, because I don't think I have the colors over there. Dang it. Bump, 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 bump. Alrighty, we will do something. We will find a way. This is close to one of the blues, so I could do another blue. I know, y'all are thinking, but why? This purple is not in there, but I kind of want to do the purple anyway. Cuz. Okay. Wait, what's this one? That one does not have a big enough spot for anything. Yellow is not actually in there. Yellow could be butter, but butter would kind of soak in. The orange is not the right color of orange. That blue, it looks like it's in there. So we could do just a couple of blues. Okay, moving that down again, back off to the side. And I think I'm going to go with, to start, this color of blue. And I do need to start making those arms and legs, I think. And I think I'm going to do this piece here in... I wonder what color brown would match apple butter. I don't know. So I'm going to make his eyes on the second one. They're going to be this dark blue. And then I have to do arms and legs and things. So yeah, what color is apple butter? I have no idea.
Will chat roll higher or lower?
So one other thing I did want to let you guys know about is that there is a sale going on. I believe it's a sale. I think it's 20% off with my coupon code for Glassboard Studios, which is the mat, which is these fabulous little magnetic trays that I've been using. All the things are on sale at 20% off. And you're kind of coming down to the wire as to be able to get things delivered for Christmas. So if it's a Christmas gift to yourself or to anybody else, then you'll need to go ahead and order like ASAP. I posted on Instagram about that one. I have not updated my sales page just because I got so much other stuff I got going on. And the big part with the video I'm editing is I need to, once I get everything narrowed down to the way I think I want it, that's the one that is actually due tomorrow. I need to go back and watch it and make sure that there wasn't anything else I needed to edit out, and then it'll be done. It's gotten so that I've kind of got it down to a science, so a lot of the time when I have to edit, it's quick because it's mostly done me chatting with you guys like I do live. Where is the thing? Can I go one live stream without saying, where did I put something? And this has to do more with me cleaning up after the stream or this morning, cleaning all the things up. I know that that's why I can't find one of the things. I guess I'll just use my tweezers. I kind of wanted to use the wax tip thing. Oh well. Sliced tomato on toast would be cute. Yes, but that would require me going and finding a tomato dye, which I may have, or figuring out how to make a tomato. Okay, so Dodge says nope. Where is the spinning board? Oh, Lori wants to see the stamp wheel. When you said spinning wheel, I started thinking, I didn't show a spinning wheel yesterday because I'm not ready to do the spinning of the things for the last giveaway from our celebration, our November celebration that I extended a week. I'm hoping to have that. I really was hoping to have that ready for this morning, but I just had so much on my plate I didn't get a chance to get it done. So hopefully by tomorrow we can do our final spin and give away, because then I have to start getting things ready to get out the door. I just need a circle die for a tomato. Not if I want to make it actually look like a tomato, because they got seeds and things. Anyway, we're going to do jelly. If I did it in green, it would be like avocado toast. Since I did it in blue, you can see his little eyes. I think that's cute. I also did not sleep well last night, guys. Yeah. It's so weird right now with the way that the weather is. It was cooler, but not really. It was cool enough to not have the AC on. So we've got this big fan to pull in the cool air, but it doesn't make it cold enough. Sorry, not cold enough for me. I like the temperature on the thermometer, on the thermostat, to say around 64 when I'm sleeping. Although if it's blowing on me, it's actually chillier than that. And so that's what I like. And I have my big weighted blanket, and I have another blanket over the top for if it's chillier. And it's just also cozy. But then if it's not cold enough, I get hot and I wake up and then I can't go back to sleep. So I woke up probably every hour and a half last night. And yeah, it was harder to get cooled off enough to go back to sleep. It was the stamping wheel. You showed that you could shift the stamping without moving the stamp from the platform. Yes, absolutely. That is the Stamp Wheel 2.0 from Altenew. It's fabulous, and I just got it. I have tried it out a couple of times, which is why I kind of knew how it was supposed to work. But I tried it the last 2 years, I think, at Creativation, and it is fabulous, okay? I didn't really need another stamp platform, to be honest, but it is cool, and it makes it easier to do some of the things that I want to do. I want to be able to do pattern paper better and know that the design looks pretty much cohesive. And you can do that if you're able to put your stamps on just on like a quarter of it and have it in the right position. But one thing that I didn't even think about is the fact that it's got a 9x9 platform, a 9x9 thing. You can put a 9x9 piece of paper in there, stamp 2 or 3 different stamp sets at the same time, get them all done, color it all up, stick it in your Scan and Cut, have the Scan and Cut cut everything out. That would be great for mass production kind of card making. So yeah, I think it's really cool. California, it's 41 degrees? Really? It is, what is the temperature? Right now it's saying it's 71 here right now. So it's not hot, it's not cold. It's cool enough in the house because we don't have the windows open for once that I'm wearing socks, but I'm still wearing shorts and a t-shirt. That's what I wear pretty much every day. We have these cute little guys. Oh my goodness. It's weird in the UK. I feel like we skipped autumn weather in October to November and went straight to winter. Now in December, it's warmer.
All of Rascal's add-ons are disabled.
Okay. I have to figure out why. So thank you, Jen. I thought I had them all turned on. I don't know. That's why I was saying you need to test them and let me know. So apparently it's not working, and I have to figure out how to turn it back on. So what's weird is I think I've gone into the software for Pando. That's the extension called. So I've done that, and some people are in the UK, some of us are in the United States. I'm here in Central Florida, but it is late afternoon, evening in the UK. So when I do my noon streams, a lot of people from across the pond, it's an easier time for them to get a hold of us or see it. We made it to 52 degrees, but there is a lot of flooding going on right now due to the rain and snow melt in Washington. Guys, how many times do I have to tell y'all you need to move here to Florida? You need to move to Florida. Those are so cute. So, do I want to do... Hi, Delise. Welcome in, honey. Just wanted to say hola. Hola, honey. Welcome in. And aren't these cute? We have little peanut butter. Well, this is not peanut butter. This is jelly. It's one of the blueberry jellies. So anyway, I'm kind of thinking I want to do another one that's going to be just in the darker blue. We'll have 3 of them on the front, and that'll go kind of good with this image. I will be using that other one at some point in time. I always say that, and then I don't get a chance to come back and do the things again. That's what sucks. It really does. Okay, I need another brown. I'm going to do this one in this medium blue, so we'll have 3 blues. Then I need to do, let's do some hearts too, just because we can. And kind of want to do the arms and the legs in like a dark brown. That may be where I make the brown. So I need the bread, and then I need another piece of brown cardstock to do for the crust. Am I making any hungry? The 2.0 is out of stock. Well, I'm sure that it will be back, honey. Sandford, Sandford, is not how my city is spelled, but where is that, Kelly? So Sandford is your second home. Where is Sandford? Delise says, I envy you. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Therese says, I envy you. I should have moved further than I did. Yeah, it does look cute white. It could be just a white piece of it could be white bread. What's funny is I had peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich this morning. And I know some of you guys are probably thinking, oh my God, that's gross, because not everybody gets the whole mayonnaise thing. Kelly says, oops, where are you? I'm in Florida. You know, you just did live. You would never have. Okay. Lisa, I don't have time, honey. Again, I have to do a few different videos, okay? She just said, and you guys already know I've been doing this a lot. She says, you know, if you just did live, you would never have to do editing, which would give you all the time you need to do more fun stuff with us. Did you notice that I've been going live almost every day for the last several months, and now I'm tired? I have done a lot more live streaming this year than I did last year. I have done in the past like 400 or so videos in a calendar year. This year I've done a lot more live streams, but I am on a design team where I need to post things to someone else's channel, namely Pear Blossom Press. So I need to edit my video for Pear Blossom Press. I've also got a video. I did an unboxing. So I've got that video to edit, which is going to be quick and easy. I've got a video I need to do. Yes, peanut butter and mayonnaise. I have to edit one that is for Ranger that's going to go up on their channel. So those are places that I can't go live, guys. It is what it is. I don't do as much editing as I used to. And I've gotten to looking for a piece of cardstock that's going to fit what I want. But I've also gotten so that I'm better at doing the... No, hush. I'm from Alabama and it's not disgusting. So there. I'm originally from Alabama, so I will do what I want to do. I need a piece of brown. Where's my brown that'll fit? Is this one big enough? That's not big enough either. That's where I cut a horse out. But yeah, I grew up on peanut butter and mayonnaise. Jelly is actually too sweet for me, and that's one reason why I don't really do that one. I'm going through these bins first because I do need to consolidate these into my other. Jen says, because you can eat whatever you like. Exactly. Okay, now I got to pull out my brown. Terry Cooper says she's going to run off to see Smalls. Say hello to Miss Smalls for me. Hopefully I will get done in time to be able to go and hang out with her on her stream a little bit. If she is still live when we get done. We'll probably raid off to her. I've been raiding off to Mary lately, and I think she's probably at work because she had to go back to work at one point. But anywho. Also, one reason that I'm liking doing live streams, I mean, I think I kind of timed it right. Like right in the middle of me going live all the time, I discovered that according to YouTube, and this was probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, they were saying that approximately 30% of views view time is on live streams now, which is fabulous. It means we're still watching recorded videos, but we're not spending as much time doing each individual one. We're watching lots of different videos. But I do think that that is really cool that we are now watching more. We are staying more. We're doing more live streams. Yes, you did. It's okay. Okay. Delee said something in the chat, all caps, and it's fine. You know why? Because what she said was smash the like. That is something you can absolutely put in all caps. And I do that too so that I can get people's attention. Okay, so Kelly says, I have family in Sanford, so I'm there 4 to 6. Honey, no, really? Okay, if you know Sanford, you know where the mall is. The mall that is basically closing down and becoming a Costco. If you know where the mall is, I'm right by there. If you know where the Michaels is right by the mall, I'm right by there. So when you're here, we need to get together. Just saying. We could do lunch or something, you know? I mean, Sanford is a bit bigger than that. This is all the way on, like on the west side of Sanford. And I don't like that this is a broken heart, though. See, it has it has 2 halves of a heart, so I can make it come together. I just need to cut another color out, and then they can come together, and that'd be kind of cool. Anyhow, we're going to do another color of that. We've got that color of blue. I think I want another one that is this color blue. And then I need to start doing the arms and legs. And then we need to put it on a card. Because that's basically all we have left. So I need some black. Here's some black. We will go to that Michaels. Exactly. And I know, I mean, one of the people, I think her name is Mary. I know her. Kelly says she's so confused right now. Why are you confused, honey? What did I do? I'm just making toast. Peanut butter. I'm going to have to do one that's peanut butter and jelly at some point, because just for peanut butter jelly time, because that would be so funny. And I can make a sentiment that says that with my cricket joy. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, and a baseball bat. Of course, when I think of that, I usually see a dancing banana that sings that, but it's still peanut butter jelly time, right? Kelly needs to tell us why she is so confused. And Jen likes the little blue hearts because she put more blue hearts up. I didn't go all the way on here because this one is no longer lined up. This slid it out of the way. So we have little legs. We have little arms. That piece of black goes in the trash, and then I find another piece of black. I'm editing and getting links, and the setup I use is called Stovetop Espresso from Hero Arts with online. Okay, yes. So I understand your confusion. Spellbinders bought, merged, acquired. I don't know exactly how, but Hero Arts and Spellbinders are now one. And that's been the case for months, and I've actually been still surprised that I get things that they still say different things. But I went to Creativation. Hero Arts was in the Spellbinders booth. And yeah, so they are one and the same now. Small says, hi back. She's might be doing a short stream today. She pulled a muscle in her shoulder. No, ouchie. Well, I hope she feels better. But that's the reason that you're seeing that. They are the same company now. And to be honest, when some of these smaller ones that we don't want to see go away, when they do close, I wish that more of them would kind of merge with another company or have another company buy them out so we wouldn't lose their stuff, you know? And Spellbinders is big enough. I mean, Hero Arts has been big too. I remember Hero Arts was another one of the first companies that I was working with. Hey Sharon, welcome in, honey. So I do love them both. I haven't used a lot of Hero Arts though, because what happened? I got so busy using so much Spellbinders that I don't have the time to make things with all of the companies that I love. I mean, but I know that you love Hero Arts because you use a lot of their stamps. And those are some of the ones that I recognize, you know, because I kind of recognize their style. Okay, we need one more set of arms and legs. And that also means that when you're going to do Hero Arts, I should have affiliate links for those too. This is what I want. Kitty. I know I'm saying a lot about affiliate links, but it's just that when you guys use them, it really helps me out. And the more y'all help me out, the more I can stay doing this stuff instead of having to go and get a job and not spend time with y'all. It's just the way it is. I think I need a dark blue. Let's grab a little. Do I have another smaller piece? Or just this big one? I think it's just this big one for now. So I need to do another one with hearts, and then we will have 3 different ones that we can put on there that are mergers or combinations of 2 of the colors. Bump, 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 bump. And then I can put these last ones together, and then we can decide, is it going to be all on one card, or do I want to put 2 of them on a card and keep the other one for later, or what do I want to do? Do I want to have a backup sandwich? Adelaide and Maureen just noticed that they're both here. That's fun. Bump, bump, bump. There we go. Okay. So now for our background. What do I want to do with the background? I need a piece of cardstock. So here we have a panel. Hey, Miss Linda Gorman. I think I'm going to put these together first, and then I'll figure out how I want to do the background, because we could do stencils. We could just do a wash of color, just a little bit of ink on there, something like that. All of those would work. And then when I get done with you guys, I'm going to go down to the mailbox because supposedly something was delivered that I was not expecting. It's like, I don't think I have anything coming from them. So I think it's where the post office is lying. But, you know, they do what they do. So I'll get that straight. And then I can get that video for Pear Blossom Press finished up. That one I can get finished up, and it'll be going up tomorrow morning. I think at 9 a.m. So you'll have something tomorrow morning before we get on live again. And then I've got a couple of other videos I need to get edited too, and hopefully I can get all of those done today too, because my next big thing that I want to do, I'm trying to knock things out one at a time on my list and not get sidetracked and do a different part of a different one and not get finished with it, because that is definitely a thing. I do that a little bit too much. But what I really want to start doing is getting the rest of the cards that I owe you guys out, because Todd did take the ones that the ones from before vacation. I think almost all of those are done. I think I did all of those. Anyway, I've got those have gone out already. And then now I need to get the ones from the last 2 weeks done, plus Christmas cards. And I need to at least put in envelopes all the ones that I'm planning on sending on out as Christmas cards with the ones that I have in my stash, so I know how many more do I need to make, because we can always do mass production. So what I might decide to do maybe sometime next week, let me see what the dates are next week. Okay, next week is the 14th through the 20th, so we will have like a week before Christmas. So maybe and Tuesday night we're getting together with Elizabeth, and at some point in the next couple of weeks I want to do some glitter ornaments. So that's another thing. But maybe I'll pick a day and do a co-working session where we can just hang out, no pressure, nobody even actually has to talk, and just kind of hang out and work on our Christmas cards and just knock them out of the park. Because I know that do you guys have some more Christmas cards that you need to make before you get everything mailed out next week? I mean, you guys are probably better than me where you already have this stuff out. You've already mailed them. My cat is a mother fluffer. He's sitting in the living room window. I stalk squirrels. Well, one of those furry rodents ran up the tree beside the window, and next thing I know, Apollo was climbing up the window trim trying to get said squirrel. Scared the daylights out of me. Laugh if you must. That was Miss Terry Cooper. Yeah. That's just cats. Kelly said that would be cool. So you'd like to do like a co-working, co-crafting session, not a live stream. I mean, it would be live. We could probably do it on Discord, or we could, well, I wanted to where I could see the stuff that you're doing. So I'd love to do it either on Zoom or Discord. Discord is free, but I do have a Zoom, so I could do it on Zoom either way. But I'm thinking that would be fun. We could get together and just craft, just hang out. And that's something that I've been kind of rolling around in my mind as a possible thing to add to our membership site, is scheduling those things for the members. I still want my wax tip. I have two of them. One of them is all glittery and pretty. And the other one is a matte, kind of khaki color, and both of them are hiding from me. Smalls! Therese said she would be happy to join that. Great. I think I may, like I said, I've been rolling the thing around in my brain and not sure exactly what to call it. Because when I think of co-working, I think of work, like computer stuff, not crafty stuff. But I'm sure we could come up with a more fun name. All right, the things are not where I want them. They're just hiding from me today. Are they hiding under here or behind things? Have my new knife. Have some lipstick that I forgot was out here. Because you guys see, half the time I don't use it. Jen would join a co-working thing too. Fabulous. I love that. By the way, we do have a class coming up on Saturday. That's going to be stencil last minute cards. So if you want to get in on that, I think the price is like $25, but we're going to be doing that at 3 p.m. Eastern as a live. And then you can watch the replay for like 60 days or whatever. If you are an Ignite member, that's my subscription plan on my membership. If you are an Ignite member, then you get like 12 months of, you get the last 12 months of workshops included. So you can go back at any point over the next year and watch it. So, whoa. Okay, I'm going to put the little feet on. Smalls, look at this. Yeah, a co-crafting session. I think that would be a good name too. We have We have bread. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. So Jen put up a link to be able to join Spark. We do have a lot of new folks in Spark in the free membership, and I do want to add on some things, but that's the thing. I've got things that I've got to get done first. So when you say, if I did more lives, I wouldn't have to do the other things, I still got to get the other things done, and I still have more things to do. Like one of the next things I have to work on, I've got a summit coming up that I need to get recorded this week. So I've got things for that I need to work on. And then once I get done with that, I can start moving the workshops over to the new Spark website, because my plan is to have everything housed there, and it's going to make it so it's going to be a lot more convenient for all of y'all to be able to get to things. Everything will be in one place. That is my goal. Okay, I don't really know why there's two. Maybe they don't have hands. Okay, I'm going to look at the box, because this looks like it's just a little circle on both sides. So maybe that's what it's supposed to be. Yep, he doesn't have hands. He's got little circles on the ends. Okay, that's fine. Which also means you could use either one. I'm going to have them, I think, let's see. Yeah, kind of doing them in ombre order. And how do we want the arms? I kind of want them to be holding hands, I think. So the two on the outside will have an arm going up. The ones on the inside will have the arm going down. That's what I'm going to do. Maybe they join hands. Exactly. That's what I'm going to do. Hi, Cheryl. Hopping in while I'm going to the store. She is going to the store. And I need... Let's see. I need this to kind of give me an idea of where... And it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to fit all three on there. Am I going to be able to fit all three? Maybe. Just barely. We just barely have the space to do all three. So I'm going to start with this one having his arm going up. Okay. And then we're going to have these with the arm going down and fairly close to the body. Stagger them. Well, I could stagger them, but then it's going to be harder for me to have them holding hands. And I want them to hold hands. Okay, I think that's going to work. Yeah, I'm rearranging things so I can really get a good idea of where I need to put them. So right about there. Okay, that's going to work. And if you put them in place before the glue has a chance to dry, you do have a chance to move them around a little bit. Okay, so those two are holding hands. It also makes me think, this is making me think of Red Rover. Kelly says, I'm a free Spark member. Need time to check it out. Too much going on right now. Looking to become a paid member after the first of the year. Thank you, honey. Right now, the only perk that the paid folks are getting at this point, that one tier that I have set up at the moment, is... I don't think that blue substance is safe for consumption. Okay. I'm thinking blueberries, but you know. Anywho, right now, the main perk is that you get 12 months of workshops. There are some things that I want to work on and improve upon, but again, it's where it requires me to take time away from live streaming. a little bit and get the other things done. And that's been my biggest time suck, I guess. But it has been, here's the thing, the live streaming has definitely been saving me time because I'm able to get a lot of my design team stuff done, like all the Spellbinders things. I've been able to get that done quicker because I didn't have to record and then edit. However, the live streams are going longer and longer. I mean, last night we spent an hour and a half, I think, 6:30. Yeah, we spent a long time last night just with the stream showcase, and I love the stream showcase. That is one of my favorite things. I'm starting to think maybe I'm going to have to split it up into 2 because it was just so long last night. Okay, now our guys are going to fit on there barely. barely. All right, I think what I want to do... we have got in here, we do have a little bit of peach and browns. So I'm kind of thinking, maybe I'll go with the Stupid Cupid, but just go light in the background. So, okay. Jen says, that is why you need help to reach your goals. Yes, I agree. However, most of the things that I'm doing are not ones that anybody can really help me with. I mean, and I'm also very OCD and have trouble delegating anything. The stuff that takes me the longest amount of time, of course, is going to be tweaking all the things that I don't know what I want to do inside my OBS. That's one thing. There's the OBS stuff. There is video editing. There's photo editing. All those little things that even if I had somebody else do them for me, I probably would go back and tweak them because I would want a little bit different. Okay, I'm just bringing in some of the color right down the center here. I'm trying to go fairly light to start. And this is one of those things I don't really do a lot of, and that's just put a little bit of color behind my white. We're still having this as mostly white space. I think that is probably good enough. And then, yeah, the one thing that takes me probably the longest at the moment is when I go live with you guys and I keep going and keep going and keep going. Okay. I'm debating. I think I need a little bit more color. It needs to cover a little bit more that way. Hey, Carmen. At least tweaking will take less time for you. I don't know about that. We'll see. I have no idea on that one. And I have no idea exactly how to go about doing it. I have started using ChatGPT and Gemini, different AIs to help me with one thing that has always been an issue for me from the time I was a kid is the getting started. You know, first words. What's the first thing you're going to say? We all overthink that, I think, a lot of times, and I've been one of the ones that does that quite a bit. So, ChatGPT has been helping me to be able to get that first part out of my brain, and then I'm able to go further. I mean, once the first words are said, I can talk. You guys know that. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. This is cute. But I want a little bit of splatter. Ooh, what do I have up here? I have white, black, and bronze splatter effects. These are called splatter effects from Spellbinders. This is called Silk Ink. Okay. I don't remember if I got this from Hero Arts. I think it may have been from Hero Arts. But I also saw pretty much the same product with Fun Stamper's Journey. And it looks like Spellbinders has basically got the same thing, but just different colors now. And they sent me this stuff a while back. So let's give it a shot. And it's just a piece of cardstock, so I'm fine. I can do a little bit of splatter, and we're going to see how it does. And I know me, I wind up doing too much at times. There we go. And now I have it all over my desk, including on my card. Only a little bit on the card. Not too bad. And y'all can't even see the splatter, but I can see the splatter. So we have some black splatter on there. Meaning I don't know how to do the direction yet because I don't do, this is one of those things that I do not do often enough. That goes over there. I think I got it wet. I didn't mean to get it wet. I'm going to do a little bit of white splatter on there too. If I do this more often, I'll be able to do a better job of it. But mine tend to go off in a direction and it goes all over the place. Be sure to put the lids on. Those are the cutest little toasts you've ever seen. I know, right? Kelly says, I think it was long because you went away, so it built up. Yes, I know. It was 2 weeks long. Oh, this one's splatter. I forgot that this one is. I mean, this one is sparkle. So it is just, it's not a white. It is just glittery. So you're not going to be able to see it that much. But when I hold it up, you guys can see a little bit of sparkle. And this one kind of is the same if you've got the Spectrum Noir glitter pens or the little pots of the shimmer. It's the same kind of stuff. So that needs to be dried now. And we are almost done. I do need to grab a sentiment, I think, for it. There wasn't one that came in the kit other than the one. So far, the only sentiments that we've got are those 2 sentiments that were in the stamp that has the mushrooms from day 2. So I'm going to use, I think, I'm going to use one of those. I'll let you guys pick. But I do think we need to go ahead and do the giveaway, get that one started. So let me make sure to reset this thing real quick. Yesterday I spent too much time, not a ton, but too much time just trying to get, trying to create a button so I don't have to, the problem is the thing that I'm using, you have to scroll down to the right spot and then find the right button on the page in order to get the thing to do. And I want to be able to just hit one of my buttons designated for it without doing the scroll. The scroll is what takes me the longest when I don't have it up. But we're going to go ahead and start on that giveaway. You can try white on distressing. Yes. And every white I use turns color of the distress ink instead of it staying white. Yeah, I need to find different things. I haven't done, like I said, I haven't done a lot of splatter. Watercolor splatter works good. Gouache is supposed to be really good. And I have used it, just haven't used a lot. Okay, these guys are going to be glued straight down. But do I want to put... Hello, hello. That was a Daniel. Of course, Small has to get down. I think I'm going to do a little bit more on this. Let me grab. Hey, Ruth. Take a bite out of one and make a horrified face with googly eyes. She is already thinking Halloween. Got to add a little bit of blue to the edges. And this is probably the 3rd card this week where I am not trimming the panel down to put that white border, which is another reason why I'm putting this little bit of blue all the way around. You could do the same kind of thing if you wanted to with, somebody's now saying crumbs. Yeah, I know. But you could also do the same kind of thing with glitter, with embossing, with foil, all those different things you could put around the edges if you want. Let me put together a card base real quick. I still have to get my pictures from the last few days also done, edited and uploaded and stuff to all of the socials for you guys to have them as reference. I'll be honest, after I give them to you guys, I forget what cards I've made, and Instagram is my portfolio. That is exactly what it has become. Instagram is all the pictures of all the things that I have made over the last several years. The pictures all go in there, so we are able to find all the different kind of cards that I've done. If you ever want to see them. So that's one thing I like to do too, is I will go and start going through people's Instagrams just to see what did they make, what ideas do I want to have for my cards, what kind of inspiration can I glean from the Instagram. Yeah. So I'm glad that you guys have been so supportive and courteous when I say that, you know, here's some of the things I still need to get done. And I think you can tell that pretty much all of them have something to do with you. Whether it is a live stream or a video or moving a class for the memberships, it's so that I can give more content, more inspiration, more teaching even, if y'all are learning anything, to all of you guys. Oh goodness, yay, Kelly! Kelly says that she just reached 504 subscribers, and I'm going to do something in a minute, but I'm going to need you to say something else in the thing after I do the thing, and then the thing. So, if you want to say something else in the chat, Kelly, then I'll be able to do a shout out, because you know what? I didn't have the right thing to do it. You might be in the last one I had. I didn't. Well, Ruth is there. I'll go ahead and give her a shout out. I like doing shout outs. But yeah, I am very proud of you, honey. Very proud. And you do some amazing, amazing cards. We love them. So Kelly made sure to say woo. And if you're not already following her, I think did it pull up the Twitch one? No, it said to check me out. What? I do that? How did I do that? I needed it to be the Kelly. Let me scroll back and do Kelly again. I don't understand. Okay, there we go. I think that one's going to be Kelly. There we go. So be sure to head over to Kelly's channel, give her some love. If you're not already following her, go ahead and do that. Give her some support, you know? Okay, so we're going to have these little guys across there, and I'm going to put the little hearts in there. And I'm going to put these down with some glue. You never thought you'd have even one sub. I know what you mean. I absolutely get that. I'm still in awe. I'm like at 82 something now. It's like, and when I looked at Social Blade is a website that you can look up your stats or anybody's stats, and it gives you a little bit more information, like it'll let you see a projection of what it thinks you're going to do. It says that by the end of next year, I should be at 10,000. I'm thinking, what? Hey, Chris, are you working, honey? I told you, it's fine. You do what you got to do, okay? It's no worries. Okay, we're going to go right about there. Are they straight? I think they're straight. His little arm, one of his arms is a little bit hanging off, so I'm going to move him over a little bit. So both of them, the hands are going to be off the edge, and I'll just trim off the hands. Yeah, I'm cutting their hands off. I'm not going to look at them when I do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to look at them. You're berry jelly. This card. Okay, Smalls. So Jen is saying, Ruth Miser, link to yours. I'm going to go ahead and go and find another Ruth's comment, and we're going to go ahead and do a shout out to her as well. So there you go. That should take you to Ruth's channel, so you can give her some love as well. Okay, and then we have our little partial hearts. I think I'm going to do okay, so that one's that way. This one's this way. Gotta go. There we go, there. And then we're gonna go this one, and then we're gonna go this one. Although I could just do two in the middle or something. I may do that. I think I'm going to just do these. So they're going to be like in between each one of them. This is going to be cute. I'd say the one in the middle is the luckiest, but because the one in the middle is the one that's got... Oh, the link to Ruth isn't an active link. You may be able to right-click on her name and go to her channel that way. I don't know why YouTube would not... I don't know why it wouldn't pull the correct one. I haven't tested these in a while, but they've been working as far as I know. That's a feature I've had turned on for at least 6 months. But sometimes these things on YouTube, because they change their algorithm so much and they change their API so much, doesn't always want to work. Okay, so we've got that. I'm kind of thinking now I need to grab one of the sentiments from our clubs, the ones we were just using yesterday, because some of those were love theme and kind of snarky, and I kind of want to use one of those. I did cut out a couple of extras. Is it in this bag? No, is that this one? No, it's not this one. It looks like I labeled things wrong in there too. Give me just a second. I don't know where I put the things because, like I said, I rearranged and put away all the things today. Okay, that's January. Okay, those are January and January. That one's something else, which means the bag's not up here. It means it's got to be at my desk somewhere. Of course it is. If I just looked to the left. Kelly, So Christine said, really, Kelly S., that's different. So now I have to see what Kelly S. was saying. Chris is saying, getting my first cup of coffee. The analytics confused me last month. Said my audience was 45 to 60-year-old men. Mine, it always says, are 45 to 60. Actually, I think it says 45 to 70-year-old women. And I'm always thinking, we need to get a hold of more of these young kids, you know? Because the younger generation are going to be the ones that carry this forward. When I'm not around here anymore... I thought I put the extra sentiment in here. Is it in here? Yes, it is. It's behind the thing. Okay. Okay, this one, I'm sorry, is perfect. Kelly says, is it better to watch you on Twitch or YouTube or both? I'm going to say both. Twitch has features that YouTube does not. YouTube has features that Twitch does not. For instance, playing with our little fox there or doing any of the Tangia things, you can do those best on Twitch, mostly because I have channel point buttons you can push. You can do the Tangia stuff by going to the Tangia page and yada, 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 doing all those things from YouTube as well. So you can do it, but it's a little bit more effort. YouTube, on the other hand, does not have ads during the live stream. The replay does have... that's a weird one. For some reason, my Spark message had it split apart. That doesn't... Oh, it's because it's a dot. That's why. Never mind. So on YouTube, I don't play the ads during the live because I can't really stop myself from doing things during that, if it makes sense. And there's no perk for you not... There's not a perk where if you're a member... that you don't have ads. On YouTube, on Twitch, if you are a Twitch sub, you don't have ads. So they kind of work differently depending on what you're using. So I like to do both. What I tend to do is if I'm watching someone and I know that they're on YouTube and on Twitch, I will mute one of the tabs and watch the other one. Usually I'll just try to watch the one that actually doesn't have as much of a lag, because one of them has more of a lag than the other one every time. So the sentiment I chose, and it just happens to be one of the two that popped out, and I thought that this was it, says, I love you more even when I'm hungry. And we have toast. We have jelly. We have little half sandwiches. So I think this is going to be perfect. I'm putting it down at the bottom, I think. That is going to be so cute. Oh my goodness. This one, I think I'm going to just... Okay, welcome in. Somebody said something. Christina, you're always welcome. Mine does the same thing. Gotta go watch the replay. Oh, gotta go. We'll watch on replay. Okay, Maureen, if you have entered, you may still win, and just check back, watch the end of the video to see who won, and then you can, yeah, if you won, you can fill out the form. But I think this is friggin' adorable. And there we go. But do we need some more sparkle? I haven't done extra sparkle with a shimmer pen in a hot minute. So now I have to find it. I have shimmer pens. Here's one. Okay, this one is a Spectrum Noir. I may lose y'all. Wind is fierce today. So we have that. I think I'm going to put it on the little hearts up here. Just give them a little bit of glittery goodness. Tar says, that's what I do. Watch both with volume down on one. Absolutely. And I'm using Chrome, so I've actually got on Chrome where I can just mute a tab. So even when it goes over to another thing, I don't hear it, which is good. I have to use that a lot when I'm trying to edit or record or anything, because I don't want those sounds to come through on the video. Okay, gave a little bit of shine to each of those two. There we go, a little bit of shimmer. There we go. Now you can see the shimmer in the hearts and a little bit of shimmer in the rest. I think this turned out really, really cute. I hope y'all like it. Okay, 26 people in the drawing. Chris has been nice. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the drum roll. Yes, I could do glossy accents as well. I have not had really good luck with glossy accents because when I put it in the littler bottle, it clogged. When I put it in the big bottle, it clogged. And I finally had to throw it out because the whole thing was clogged. However, I do have the Maker's Magic that is in like this. And one of the things I've been meaning to ask Evan, because I haven't gotten around to it, is will that work in a little squeeze bottle, like what we do with glossy accents? Haven't decided. I do need to try the glossy accents again. It's just been a while, and I did have one of the big bottles of it that I threw out, so I haven't used it that much. But it's like with this, I don't use that much either. There's so many things I don't use often enough. I could do glitter on here too. I've also got some stickles over here. So I am starting to use some more of the I am starting to use some of the products that I've had it in my stash. I've had them in here for a while. I just haven't gotten around to using them. So I do plan on doing more of that. Anyway, we're going to be done for this one. Let's go ahead and draw for this card, because it looks like at least 26 of y'all want it. If anybody else wants in on the giveaway, they need to go ahead and type into the chat !join like right now, because I'm going to take a little drink of coffee and then we're going to do the drum roll and we're going to do this one so I can get my editing done, so you guys will have an extra video for tomorrow. Mary Sanders, welcome in. Be sure to type into the chat !join, honey, because we are giving this away. Ruby wants to know if they've been nice. Liberty Bell just got in on the giveaway. Welcome in.
Ho, ho, ho.
Santa is being so nice today. I don't know. That is fabulous. Kelly says, cool. I'm KJFit60 on Twitch. Yay! Ruby, it is 1 ! Not 2, honey. I'm giving you another second. And Mary, there's no space in between the ! And join. It's all one word. So I'll give you another chance to get in there before we hit the drum roll. Christina wants to know if they've been naughty or nice. When I want something glossy or shiny, I use packing tape and cut on the paper before I cut it out. I tend to I do everything seat in my pants. So I think about it after the fact. Like, I just thought about, after I did the background, let's put some of this sparkle stuff that I've had on there, the splatter stuff, splatter effects that I've had sitting on my desk for 6 months. That may explain why I don't have room on my desk. Because I have stuff on my desk that shouldn't be there. Okay, Mary is in now. We're going to go ahead and draw. Well, now I have to wait for the ad to be over on Twitch. Oh well, we'll give it a second. Bump, 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 bump. And while I'm doing that, I can go ahead and get my dies ready to go in their package. Like I said, there is an ad going on Twitch right now, so I'm going to wait until that is over so that the folks on that side can have access. So they know who won instead of me doing the drawing while they're not around. Because that wouldn't be very nice, right? Evelyn says, eggnog must have been really nice today. Yeah, I know, right?
It's delicious, Danielle_Vegas.
Oh, and apparently, Rascal thinks it's very nice too. So that needs to be just under 5, is that right? Yeah, just under 5. I'm still waiting on the ad break to be done. Over in 3, 2, and 1. Are y'all ready for...
Thanks, Danielle_Vegas.
Are y'all ready for the drum roll? You ready? I'm going to do it. Okay, we're giving this card away. And the winner is going to be... Mary Anderson. Congratulations. I just popped into the chat a form link for you to fill out so that I can get the card off to you. So thank you and congratulations. First time chatter and first time winner. So that will be going off in the mail to you. That is fabulous. Congratulations, honey. So we're going to go ahead and do the roll credits real quick. I want to thank all of you guys who have been in here all day with me, all of my regular supporters, which are the YouTube members and Twitch subs, and everybody who has made the chat so entertaining and so wonderful. I love it when you guys come and hang out with me. We will be back again tomorrow at noon Eastern, and we will be opening up day 11 of the Advent Calendar. So we're going to continue our Advent Calendar series, and I will see you guys tomorrow at noon. Yeah. So bye guys. Love y'all.